Welcome to a transformative odyssey of self-discovery and healing. We're embarking on a journey that takes us deep within ourselves to the very core of our existence. It's a journey that requires courage and vulnerability. A journey that challenges us to rise above the negativity that clouds our perception of self. In the face of self-hatred, we are here to cultivate a profound connection with our true selves, to nurture the seeds of self-love and acceptance. This journey is not a destination, but rather a continuous process, a cycle of understanding and growth. It's about unlearning years of self-doubt, peeling away layers of negativity, and learning to love and accept ourselves wholly and unconditionally. So let's begin this journey together, a journey towards self-love, self-acceptance, and ultimately self-liberation. Remember, in this journey you are never alone. The journey to self-love starts with understanding the roots of self-hatred. The journey within ourselves can often lead us down winding paths, and a critical part of this journey is understanding how self-hatred takes root. Our self-perception is shaped by a myriad of influences. Societal pressures, personal experiences, and our own thought patterns intertwine to form a complex tapestry of self-image. Sometimes, this tapestry can be marred by the threads of self-criticism and self-hatred. Let's consider societal pressures first. We live in a world where standards of beauty, success, and worth are perpetually dictated and reshaped by external factors. The media, societal norms, and even our families and friends can unwittingly foster a culture of comparison, making us feel inadequate or less than. This constant comparison can erode our self-esteem, sowing the seeds of self-hatred. Next, we have personal experiences. Traumatic events, failures, and negative interactions can deeply impact how we view ourselves. These experiences can make us feel unworthy or flawed, reinforcing negative self-perceptions. Then there are our own thought patterns. Negative self-talk can be a powerful catalyst for self-hatred. The way we talk to ourselves matters. When our inner dialogue is dominated by criticism and harsh judgments, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-hatred. The effects of these factors on our self-perception can be devastating. They can lead us to berate ourselves, to hold ourselves to impossible standards, and to feel unworthy of love and respect. This self-hatred can affect our mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. However, it's important to remember that these factors do not define us. They are merely influences, not determinants. We have the power to challenge these influences, to rewrite our inner dialogue, and to cultivate a healthier relationship with ourselves. So as we delve deeper into this journey, let's remember this. Understanding the roots of self-hatred is the first step towards overcoming it. It's a step that takes courage, self-awareness, and resilience. But it's a step worth taking, for it paves the way towards self-compassion, self-love, and ultimately, inner peace. The path to self-love is paved with practical strategies and actionable steps. A vital first step on this journey is learning to recognize and challenge negative self-talk. This internal dialogue, often harsh and judgmental, can feed a cycle of self-hatred. By identifying these destructive thought patterns, we can begin to counter them with positive affirmations, fostering a more compassionate inner voice. Mindfulness practices also play a crucial role. Mindfulness encourages us to stay present, to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like sitting on the banks of a river, watching our thoughts flow by without getting swept away. This practice allows us to detach from negative self-perceptions and to develop a more objective view of ourselves. Another powerful tool is self-compassion exercises. These involve treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and forgiveness we would offer to a loved one. Just as we wouldn't berate a friend for making a mistake, we should extend the same grace to ourselves. Remember, it's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to stumble. What's important is that we pick ourselves up, learn from the experience, and continue moving forward. Lastly, cognitive behavioral techniques can be instrumental in overcoming self-hatred. These strategies involve reframing negative thoughts, challenging irrational beliefs, and replacing them with healthier, more positive perspectives. It's about reprogramming our thought processes, shifting from a mindset of self-criticism to one of self-acceptance and self-love. Overcoming self-hatred isn't a quick or easy process. It requires patience, persistence, and a lot of self-care. But with time and practice, these strategies can help us cultivate a more positive relationship with ourselves, one where self-love and acceptance are the norm rather than the exception. With these strategies in hand, you are equipped to start challenging and changing your negative self-perceptions. Remember, the journey towards self-love is a marathon, not a sprint. So take it one step at a time, be gentle with yourself, and celebrate every bit of progress you make. After all, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating. Self-compassion is a powerful tool in the journey towards self-love. This statement is more than just a concept. It's a transformative practice that can fundamentally change the way we perceive and treat ourselves. Let's delve into the importance of self-compassion in overcoming self-hatred. Picture yourself in a moment of failure or disappointment. It's easy to fall into a pattern of self-criticism, isn't it? We often become our own harshest critics, and this negative self-talk can spiral into a cycle of self-hatred. But what if we could change that narrative? Enter self-compassion. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that we would extend to a dear friend. It's about acknowledging our flaws, accepting our imperfections, and understanding that everyone, including us, is a work in progress. Let's consider a real-life story that illustrates this beautifully. Picture Jane, a successful businesswoman who, despite her achievements, was constantly plagued by self-doubt and criticism. She felt she was never good enough. Then, Jane discovered mindfulness and self-compassion practices. Slowly, she began to change her internal dialogue. She learned to forgive herself for her perceived shortcomings, to celebrate her strengths, and to view her mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective was transformative. Jane found herself more at peace, more confident, and more accepting of herself. There's also a wealth of expert insights supporting the power of self-compassion. Renowned psychologist Dr. Kristin Neff, for example, has extensively studied self-compassion and found that it significantly reduces anxiety, depression, and stress while enhancing emotional well-being. In essence, self-compassion is about recognizing that we are human, and like all humans, we are imperfect. It's about learning to be kind to ourselves in our moments of pain and failure, and understanding that it's okay to be a work in progress. By cultivating self-compassion, you can nurture a profound connection with yourself. It's not just about overcoming self-hatred, it's about fostering self-love, acceptance, and ultimately, a more fulfilling relationship with yourself. Resilience and empowerment are key ingredients in the recipe for self-love. These are the tools that help us face adversity, embrace our flaws, and ultimately love ourselves unconditionally. But how do we cultivate these qualities? Well, it all starts with resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding hardships, but rather, it's about learning from them. It's about acknowledging our mistakes, understanding our weaknesses, and using them as stepping stones towards growth. It's about recognizing that we are not defined by our failures, but by how we rise after falling. Building resilience is a journey of self-awareness. It's about recognizing our emotions, understanding why we feel the way we do, and allowing ourselves to experience these feelings without judgment. It's about being gentle with ourselves and accepting that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Next, we have empowerment. Empowerment is about acknowledging our worth and our potential. It's about understanding that we are capable of achieving great things and that we deserve to be happy, loved, and respected. It's about taking control of our lives and making decisions that align with our values and our dreams. One way to foster empowerment is through the practice of self-affirmation. This involves regularly reminding ourselves of our strengths, our accomplishments, and our worth. It's about celebrating our successes, no matter how small they may seem, and treating ourselves with kindness and respect. Finally, we have the concept of a growth mindset. This is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, and understanding that progress, not perfection, is the ultimate goal. Incorporating these elements into our lives can help us build resilience, develop a positive self-image, and foster a mindset that encourages continuous growth and self-affirmation. It's a journey, and it may not always be easy, but remember, the destination is well worth the effort. Empowerment and resilience will guide you as you rise above self-hatred and cultivate self-love. The journey towards self-love is just as important as the destination. It's a voyage of self-discovery, of unraveling the intricate layers of self-perception, and learning to embrace oneself. As we journey together through the terrain of self-hatred towards the verdant plains of self-love, We've delved into our roots, explored strategies for overcoming self-hatred, and highlighted the critical role of self-compassion. We've discussed personal empowerment and resilience, and how these attributes can bolster our resolve to continuously grow and affirm our worth. Reflecting on this journey, we hope you've gained valuable insights into the transformative potential of cultivating self-love. Remember, overcoming self-hatred isn't a race, but a marathon where every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. We encourage you to keep embracing this path with courage and determination. May this guide be a beacon of light on your ongoing journey towards a more compassionate and fulfilled self.